Hello, and welcome to episode 1 of the Thrift It for Life show. Now, just to give you a quick 30-second elevator pitch about what it is that I do here, since this channel is brand new, this channel is based on the Buy It for Life movement, which says that there are still quality clothes out there. There are companies that make things that you can wear for decades, if not your entire life. But this educational channel was created to teach you what to look for, to teach you what brands to buy, what brands to avoid, what indicators of quality to look for in thrift shop clothing, so that you can be financially successful, so that you can be successful in sustainability related ways. And it's important for me to say here, this is not a channel like a lot of other thrift shop channels. You won't see me buy massive thrift shop hauls. You won't see me buy things and then relist them on Depop or Poshmark to make a profit. That's not what I do. What I do is I go to thrift shops and I try to educate you, the viewer, about what it is that you should be spending your hard earned money on so that you can wear something for your entire life. So join me for this episode of Thrift It for Life, and I hope that you'll come back for more episodes. Like and subscribe. Welcome to the Bryn Mawr Hospital Thrift Shop. This is a fantastic hidden gem in the Philly area. And up on the second floor, where all of the clothing is, you can find brands that you rarely see at prices that you never see. I would highly recommend making this a stop if you're in the area. All right, so getting started, we have a shirt by Thomas Pink. These are fantastic shirts, usually go for around $200, and this one's priced at $25. That is absolutely a steal. Banana Republic. In my experience, Banana Republic is slightly above average. Still not great quality, but for $6, another Thomas Pink. And I generally find that you can tell if something is good quality by touching it. Do trust your fingers. You're going to be able to tell. $25 again, but in my opinion, that's a steal. Okay, so here's a uniform. Uniforms are generally very well constructed. You can trust that quality as long as you don't mind something that is actually a uniform, in this case from the military division. For $7, though, you really cannot go wrong with something of uniform quality construction. Van Housen. Okay, so the thing that I would say about this is it might be decent, but it's often made of polyester, and you really want to avoid that kind of thing. J. Crew, again, used to be good, now isn't so good. Banana Republic, already spoke to that. $7 shirt, though, can be decent. I don't know who made that one. Okay. Now, this is interesting. Barton and Donaldson. It's a local Philadelphia custom shirt maker. They are now closed, unfortunately, but the quality was stellar when they were open. Do be aware of those local brands. This is just a John W. Nordstrom house brand. Decent materials. Really can't go wrong. All right, flipping through. Nothing too interesting. Avoid Gap. Not a good brand. Avoid Jeffrey Bean. Generally not worth buying. Avoid John Varvatos. Just not very good. Uh, Angry Orchard. That's a funny one. I had no idea you could get Angry Orchard clothing. Van Housen, already discussed. St. John's Bay. Very interesting. So this is a JCPenney house brand. And it can be decent. I would say this one feels decent. And for $4, I mean, that's a pretty good deal. Van Housen Studio, very similar. Skip, skip. Chaps. Chaps used to be good. Used to be by Ralph Lauren. Now it's not. So now it's not very good. Ike Behar can be decent. Perry Ellis, inconsistent quality recently. This one feels decent, but it's changed hands, so you can't really trust the quality. All right, flipping through. Perry Ellis portfolio you can pass on. I don't know that brand. That's a mystery too. Let's find something good. More Jeffrey Bean, just not worth buying. Crofton Barrow is a Cole's house brand, so really not great. I would avoid that one. There's Chaps again. Already discussed Chaps. Seems to be on the decline. Banana Republic, I would consider it, but that one didn't feel awesome. Okay, now here's something good. David Donahue. These are incredible shirts, and you can tell when you touch them. Go for about $150 new, and this one feels new. 25 bucks. I would consider buying it. It just feels quality, like good, heavy fabric. Oh boy, a Paul Smith that's made in Italy. These are great shirts. Go for about $200 new and only $12 for this one. That would be a definite buy from me. Avoid that. That's awful. Um, okay. Moving on to some pants. Oh, and starting off strong, Brooks Brothers is great stuff. And the thing that you have to know about Brooks Brothers is that they have had some issues recently, but all of that's within the past 5 years. So what you're finding in thrift stores is generally older than 5 years. So you're avoiding all of those new problems. And for at least a few more years, we can count on the fact that all of the Brooks Brothers that's going to be in thrift stores is going to be the good stuff. This is another example. This is a Golden Fleece Brooks Brothers. And man, that is a fantastic deal for the kind of quality that you would get from something older than 5 years made by Brooks Brothers. Oh, Vineyard Vines. You know I've got to comment on it because you're going to want me to. Vineyard Vines can be okay, but that's really about all I would give it. That's a fine deal for Vineyard Vines if you really like the brand. Okay, flipping through here. Joseph A. Bank is just not an awesome thing. If you find one that's signature, they have a signature line that can be worth buying. But again, that's about as far as I'd go with that brand. Let's see if there's anything else interesting in here. Nothing too good. Now that is intriguing. A brand new pair of Levi 505s. Now, at the right price, this could be pretty great. These don't look like the super exclusive variety, but let's see what they're. Oh, I think that they have mistaken these 505s for one of the more exclusive or vintage varieties. That is brutally expensive for what that is. Oh man. But these pants, these feel really good. DSCP, so that's actually a uniform pant. Again, uniform quality, especially older stuff, I think this would be something from at least a couple decades back, can be a really great deal, and they're hard wearing. Okay, continuing onward. All right. Hoping to find something a little more interesting here. Nothing I really want to take a look at yet. What's this? Oh, it's a Joseph A. Bank again, but not their signature line. So I would just say, for the price, avoid. I wouldn't spend your money on that. Hagar. I've owned a pair of Hagar pants before. The issue is that they're usually polyester, so you're not really gonna get, yeah, you're not gonna get the quality you want. You can see the material right there on the label. At that price, that would be a pass from me too. I would say no. Oak Hill though. Oak Hill is interesting. That's a big and tall brand. So if you're the kind of person who tends to struggle to find sizes that work, Oak Hill might have it. And it is nearly 100% cotton. So, you know, a very casual, low level recommendation from me. For that price, I mean, give it a shot. Uh, 34 Heritage. I've owned pants from this brand too. And yeah, you can see there, it is a blend. It's like a cotton viscose something something. They have not held up when I've owned them, and for 20 bucks, hard pass. Could not recommend that. Anything interesting? Not really. No. What are these corduroys? Ah, Joseph A. Bank. Again, let's see what they're asking. Oh, $25. Although they are new, so I mean, maybe. And it's from the executive collection. I don't know how that compares to signature, but I mean, a brand new pair of pants is something a little different. There's some more Oak Hill. And yeah, again, take a look just for the sizing. Perhaps $8 is a deal. Moving on to a new rack. Some more Joseph A. Bank here. Can't say that I recommend it. Flipping through. All these pants feel very cheap. These, though, you really can't go wrong with Levi's. I would say, as far as jeans go, they're not the most hard wearing, but no, that's a great deal for a pair of jeans. Would consider. There's some J. Crew. I would always avoid stretch fabrics, and that might be some bias on my part, but I just find that the blended fabrics do not hold up. Dockers is not a great brand these days. That is brand new, which, a brand new pair of pants are $14. Not bad. Continuing on, though, never seen that one before. More Dockers, not really worried. Wow. Wow. Lots of Dockers. And stepping over here. There we go. Dickies. Great workwear brand. Those are going to last. You can feel the quality when you touch that fabric. They look great. They make chinos so you can wear them to work. $7. That's a great deal. Would definitely recommend buying that. Ugh, again though, avoid that one. That is a bad brand. Apparently, it might have been decent like 50 years ago, but it has just been abused and they do not make good things anymore. Very interesting dress pants there. What do we have back here? Nope. Ugh, Amazon Essentials. Garbage. Do not buy clothing from Amazon Essentials. Just don't do it. It's not going to last you. It's not going to make you happy. The quality, the appearance, none of it is going to live up to your expectations. Don't waste your money. What do we have here? Don't know. Okay. Moving right along. There's got to be something interesting in here. Not that, though. Dockers. All day long. What's that? Flower. Okay. The thing that I would say about that is it's like a police and first responders brand. I would give it a shot. I've never owned a pair myself, but I would say that falls solidly in the uniform category. Joseph A. Bank. Again, you can just tell how many people wear it because of how much there is. Not really a great sign, though. What's this? Oh, more Amazon Essentials. Absolutely incredible that you would buy your pants online from a brand like that. Brooks Brothers, though. Brooks Brothers, 100% wool made in Canada. That is the good stuff. That's what you want to spend your money on. And that's a steal. All right, flipping through. No, no, no. Okay, what do we have in here? Believe it or not, more Dockers. Don't know about that. This, though, this feels up. There's some more Blower. You can tell. You really, really can. When you can feel the heft of the material, you know that you're dealing with something better. And if police and first responders will wear it, it will be hard wearing enough to work for you. It doesn't matter what it is that you do. Um, trying to find something interesting in terms of jeans. Gap, though, just can't trust that that quality is going to be there. $7 for a pair of jeans is great. I wouldn't spend my money on Gap, though. Moving on to the next rack here. Lucky Brand is such an interesting one because it used to source denim from somewhere good in the past, but now it's garbage. It was one of the original premium jeans. You're much better off going for something like these Levi's if you're going to be spending money on jeans. And I mean, at that price, you really, really can't go wrong. Uh, yeah, I mean, great deals on Levi's all day long. There's another Hagar. I would not bother with that. Let's see. Anything? Oh, gotta pick that up. Be a good citizen. More Hagar. Just so much. Again, the most popular brands are going to be present in large quantities at the thrift shop. Just because a lot of people wear it, though, doesn't mean that you want to. Now, there's something interesting that you don't see every day. That's a hyper local brand. It comes from right down the road, Valley Forge, Pennsylvania. That's what, 15 minutes from here? Very affordable. I could not tell you, though, whether shortstop khakis is any good. I've never heard of it. I'm not sure that you can even make a call on something like that unless you are in the know. Mm, yeah, probably not worth taking a look. Let's see. Still nothing. Not seeing a lot of great options in here. Perry Ellis would not usually recommend, but let's see if we can get some details. Oh, polyester. Just not worth your money. Let's see what they're even asking for this. I wouldn't spend $9 on a pair of polyester pants. I just wouldn't do it. Getting close to the end of the pants. Let's see if we can find anything interesting before we run out of options. Eddie Bauer. Eddie Bauer is interesting. If you find some vintage Eddie Bauer, that's a great American outdoor brand. Would highly recommend, but their modern stuff is just not very good. I'm honestly not sure that I would say that $12 for modern Eddie Bauer is actually a good deal. Never heard of that brand before. Let's see. Ugh, Old Navy. Do not buy Old Navy. Do not buy Old Navy that has a label that says built in flex. It is not going to wear well. It is not going to make you happy. Those are very interesting. Oh, now we are talking. All right, you see that made in Italy? That is great stuff. This is Santarelli. So these pants new would go for $250. And for $12, that's a buy from me. That is a deal like you never see. Lots of khaki options. There's some more, you know, store brand Nordstrom. Not a bad deal, usually. There's a special label there, though. It's some sort of a cotton blend. Smart Care might not actually be the best buy then. Not sure what those are. These, though. What is that brand? Oh, Brooks Brothers. Love to see it. Would not buy those. Would not buy those. More Nordstrom store brand. Again, that Smart Care label, which probably means it's some sort of a blend. Probably not going to serve you as well as you might hope. Dockers again. Just all over the place. Okay. Urban Star. That's a cheap jeans brand. You really do not want those. However, Mavi jeans. This is like an old school premium jeans brand. Like back in the 90s, along with Lucky Brand when they were good, and Sevens is another brand from around the same time. That's a great buy, honestly, and you rarely see those anymore. There's some Levi's. Again, can't go wrong with Levi's, especially $8 Levi's. But let's talk jackets. London Fog. So, from what I hear, London Fog used to be one of those brands that was truly great, and now you can even tell in the video, just a lot of synthetics. You're probably going to be warm, but you're probably not going to be making a long term purchase with something like that. Flipping through. Oh, Polo Ralph Lauren. Can be decent. This one really doesn't look it, so I would not recommend. Steve Madden is garbage. I would always hard pass on Steve Madden, especially at that price. My goodness, $35 for that. Now, this is very interesting. This is Armani Exchange, and you might not be familiar with that in terms of the Exchange line, but that's their more fast fashion line. Don't mistake Armani Exchange for Armani. And while that might look like a fun leather jacket, the made in China and lack of branding is not super encouraging. All right, let's take a look at some of this. Being honest, just a lot of synthetics here. A lot of athletic wear. Not much that I would recommend. Saw some Old Navy, saw some Van Housen. I'll let you know if I see anything that I think is worth stopping for. Joseph A. Bank again. Honestly, I like the design of that sweater, very classic, and it's brand new. It is from their factory store, though. Not sure what that says about their already relatively low quality, but for a brand new sweater at a thrift shop, if you like the design, you like the design. Moving right along, Old Navy, obviously no. Still not seeing a whole lot that I would stop and recommend. Zara is almost always going to be very, very low quality, as is Primark. This is just a really rough rack of clothes, to be honest. Um, no, no, no. That's kind of funny. No. It's kind of crazy. They have that Old Navy in every color, don't they? Never heard of that brand before. More Old Navy in green and blue. I'm not really expecting to see anything else here that I would recommend buying. And then for shoes as well, I would say the pickings are really quite slim. A lot of faux leather and not good faux leather. A lot of brands that I honestly cannot recommend. So I feel like that's probably it for this experience. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed episode 1 of the Thrift for Life show and return for future episodes. I'll see you next time.